This deck is all about wishing big. There has been a lot of discussion around Nebula Shaman in the past couple of weeks leading up to this mini set, and I just wanted to show you guys a ridiculous win rate that I had with this deck, where I did go 26-9, but originally I think I went like 20-3 with this deck, and this gigantic win streak that you're seeing right here was all done on my way to Legend. And I can actually say that I won 16 games in a row from Diamond 5 all the way up to Legend, and I primarily did it with Nebula Shaman. And honestly, it's kind of funny how this deck could just be called HANDBUFF Shaman, because Wish Upon a Star really takes this deck in a completely different area, because it's not just about getting the value of your minions on the board, but you have a lot of copy minions in this deck. You have Murloc Growfin, you have Bumbling Bellhop, you have the Ziliax in the deck, you have the 8/8 Growfins as the game continues, and you also have an Alakir Windlord that can legitimately be a very impressive amount of damage depending on how hard you wish upon a star. Because the real power of this deck is not just within the spell, but within turning it into a minion, so that way you can triple the battle cry of Wish Upon a Star to give your entire board and field and deck a +6, +9 stat buff, and trust me, you will notice that in the games coming up ahead. It is insane how Nebula really was the passenger in this entire grind, because Wish Upon a Star probably had more lethals and more times being played than Nebula ever did. And in the games coming up ahead, I somehow managed to squeeze 2 hours of gameplay into less than an hour with all 15 wins, including a very special last game against a deck that I guarantee that you will not be able to guess. So there's lots of games coming up ahead if you really want to learn this deck. I imagine that with the upcoming mini set, it's not really going to shake things too hard to where this deck won't see play. It maybe won't be as good as it is currently. It's really hard to tell with the mini set right now. The cards are not really that impactful looking, but regardless, this deck is a very good deck to invest into right now if you're actually looking to hit Legend right now. And while I was looking up data for this deck, it does look like this is the best version of Nebula Shaman according to HSReplay. Here's the mulligan that HSReplay is suggesting, but for me in particular, it really does depend on each particular matchup, because it's not like you just want to keep Murloc Growfin in every single matchup. If you don't really care about a turn 1 play, then it might be better to buff this card from like a Flight of the Firehawk. And this is actually a card that I thought was very important to keep in the mulligan, just because this kind of spell is extremely crucial at getting the right amount of tempo at the right amount of time, and that's why the Living Flame is in this deck and is a 100% you always keep this in the mulligan card, because if you can play it turn 2 and then play this on turn 3 against most board decks, you're gonna be able to lock them out with a very impressive amount of taunts from the Bumbling Bellhop, and then you also have the stats from the Growfin that are very good at just helping you remove some board while generating one of your own. So the mulligan of this deck can be very tricky, but essentially I would recommend keeping Growfin, Pop-Up Book, Living Flame, Parrot Sanctuary, Flight of the Firehawk, and you can also keep Elise in a lot of matchups, just depending if you're on coin or if you actually have the initiative. Elise is very dependent on what your early game is, and if you're not doing a whole lot, maybe you could justify keeping the Elise. But Hagatha is actually a card that is not that good if you look at the data. It's actually one of the worst performing cards in this deck. Again, to prove my point that this is not just about jamming Nebula as quickly as possible. This deck is really leaning into its identity with the Wish Upon a Star and the copy minions that are available in this deck. So I would really recommend that you try to play this deck as like a pseudo tempo deck, and then use the Nebula in order to solidify your position in the game to make room for the Alakir the Windlord to finally get that last bit of damage. I really enjoyed this deck because it actually feels like making a board matters, and general strategy is very rewarded if you know what you are doing with this deck. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like this, because we all need more actual people playing Hearthstone for fun content, right? Doesn't really feel like there's a lot of that going on right now. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown, and we'll see you for the next video. But what I was gonna say is that the biggest issue with Hearthstone right now is that the decks are the most homework style decks out there right now. Where it's like, the more you learn about them, the less interesting they become. Versus like Okay, am I gonna potentially do the triple wish combo? Or am I gonna get unlucky, get double frosty? Okay. Alright, let him cook. I guess something else we could consider is just playing this, and then we have minions that stick, and then we have Wish Upon a Star just to win that way. Just win with board tempo. Wish minion seems best. No, I think it's just this, dude. Go wide. Because now there's less things for him to deal with, and he already played an infiltrate. Case in point. 4 is an awkward threshold for Demon Hunter to deal with, which is the only reason why I felt confident doing that. Casting stream was mega nutty, man. Hope you had a good gig. Yeah, I did have a good gig last night. I'm not gonna lie, man. I already told this story, but I'll gladly tell it again. Oh my god, I had more fun just hanging out and partying than I did actually doing the gig, because here's what happened, man. I got there around like, oh god, around like 4 or 5 to set up my drum kit and get ready for sound check. And then after my drums were set up, we decided to postpone the sound check because it started fucking pouring rain for a little bit. And then the skies cleared up. So after that, I decided to jump into the pool. Nah, we do it this way. Get the minions out of deck. I could do this into this next turn if Elise isn't enticing. But yeah, I jumped in the pool for a little bit. Then we sound checked. During our set, we had a 3-hour set prepared. We were gonna play from 8 to 11. We barely got through 9 when one of the hosts came up to us and was like, "Yo, there's a big ass storm coming through." And so we essentially had to prepare for the worst. We got tarps up and everything. Then when it started raining, we had to tear down underneath the tent with tarps like flying everywhere and rain getting inside and stuff like that. So it was a bit of an annoyance, you know, to get through it. But dude, then after we had gotten all of our equipment out of the rain and stuff like that, oh my god, we just had fun. We just talked with people. We played pool. We had drinks. There was like simulated like golf or whatever, like that thing that you spin the ball on and you can like make the character swing at things. These people had a home entertainment system, a home theater, like a literal home theater, not just like a couch with a big TV. No, an actual fucking theater in their basement. And the cool thing about it is while I was being toured around the house, they showed me some they showed me like a storage room for whatever fucking reason, and I found a box of old video games, right? I found a box of old video games, like Xbox games, Nintendo 64 games, a bunch of stuff in that box. There was like Grand Theft Auto 3 for the Xbox. There were a bunch of like Madden games and stuff like that. And then there was a bunch of Nintendo 64 games. And if you've seen my Twitter, you already know where I'm going with this. All right, gotta get cards out of hand. But yeah, I'm got to go. I've got to grab them pretty soon. But as I was looking at these games, I noticed a decent amount of Nintendo 64 games, like some timeless classics. Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart 64, Pokemon Stadium. Good classics, right? And so when I told them, like, yo, you guys might be sitting on a gold mine, by the way. You might want to get this stuff appraised. You know what bro told me? Bro just said, take whatever you want. What does a good man do in that circumstance? What does a man do in that circumstance when someone's just like, fucking take it? Go ahead. You'll get more value out of it than I would, Clark HELLSCREAM, except I don't know your name is HELLSCREAM because I'm booking you for the Indigos. And so, And so, I went home with Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart 64, and of course, Pokemon Stadium. I got these games for free, on top of getting paid for doing the gig, and we didn't even do, we literally didn't even like play half the set. If that's not winning, then I don't know what is. Alright, not gonna lie, man. Wish kinda going hard right now. I got paid in money. I got paid in alcohol. I got paid in swimming the pool and shooting pool. And I also got paid in video games. I wish every gig was this cool. Because this is definitely a fucking high roll, man. This does not happen every gig. So, yeah, fingers crossed the next one. I don't know, man, what they're gonna have to give you like a fucking Xbox One or fucking PS5 at this point to keep up. Yeah, that is a mother of all gigs. And that doesn't even just go into like how fun everything was talking with these people. Like we've known these guys for a while. This is apparently the band's like 4th or 5th time playing this gig. And this is my 3rd time, 2nd or 3rd time doing it. Wait, hold on, how does this work? With the Growfin, do all of them get the buff? It's just the blue one? Okay. So this isn't lethal. So in that case, then just do this.
My God, how did he do it? Lord HELLSCREAM, the best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
So if I play this, I'm drawing Alec here, right? People always talking about Pokemon games, but that's the one I always go back to. Dude, Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Coliseum? Ugh. Classics. Yeah, you were right, by the way, Janos. Just do your thing and they'll just cry. Hagatha is mid in the deck. We aren't Murmur. Fair point.
I remember this place well.
If I go with 5/5 copy and they trade, then I'm not gonna be able to activate it. But then again, these other 2 options are complete dog. I never pick them. Do I think Nourish would be a problem in today's standard? Probably. When Druid has ramp, it just does everything. Let me know if you don't want backseating. I have no problem with backseating, to be honest. What I have problem with are people that are like, Clark, you realize that you miss lethal, you big fucking moron. Why did you miss lethal, you big fucking idiot? That's what I care about. If you're backseating while being a douche about it, then yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. Some people do derive enjoyment from like, hey, you realize you could have done this, right? Like, it's almost like a learning experience. And they sometimes want to just learn how other people look at the deck. I have absolutely no problem with someone telling me that I did something wrong, but what I do have a problem with is when people are being a dick about it. Ooh, wait a minute, bro. Hello. Oh my God, this with the H drop. Oh, wait. Do it on Elise, oh, yeah, I guess I could have. I'm sorry, I'm thinking 8 drops, man. I'm greedy gamer. I'm the greediest gamer that's ever gamered. Honestly, I feel like this is gonna be kind of better, because like, yeah, the 5/5s aren't terrible here. But yeah, then that would have happened. Get jebaited, son. I can just hide behind the Frosty Decors. I guess I should probably just play Bellhop here, honestly. Is this ever a Cabaret turn? Can I get away with a Cabaret? If that's the case, then I need maximum tempo. Get another spell from this. If the board sticks, we have Wish Upon a Star, which isn't terrible. I wonder what the Murmur Shaman players, or what the Murmur haters have to say about this deck existing, if they still hate it. Roll the Hunter Legendary back-to-back from matching on Elise. Oh, the one that summons animal companions? Yeah, the Hunter, Huffer and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Brol, I think it is. Brol or something like that. Do I ever try to make a copy of whatever I summon from this? No, because clearing the board is just too important. And actually, wait a minute, no. Oh my god, wait, what? Alright, hold on. How greedy do we get with this? Wait a minute. I don't need to be greedy with this. I can just hold on to this for the other one, right? At the same time, how the fuck does he deal with this? He literally doesn't deal with this. Fuck it, go again. Alright, that one was significantly less cool. Don't I have enough damage to get through? Oh, I do not have enough damage. Wait, no, I totally have enough damage. I have Wish Upon a Star in my hand. Why would we ever hold here? It's just always this unless we know we can clear the board. Well, there you go.
I remember this place well.
Guess now we just go for Tempo King. Rushers would have been so good, dude. Alright, Nebula getting hit, much more important than hitting Wish. Who's paying attention? I'm driving? Whoa. I mean, gaming really is that simple. Just don't die. Like, the best and simplest Marvel Rivals advice to tell someone is literally don't die. Whatever you can do to not die, do that. Ungy bungy. Copy, okay. Oh boy, best one. Followed by awful ones, oh my lord. Kill the Amalgam so he has worse draws. It is, right? Okay, wait a minute. The funny thing about this is that when these minions die, they'll just give me more minions so I can wish again. Admit it, Clark, you just don't want Maxie to watch my stream? Oh, wait, no. Oh my god, what? No, I'm fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. GG. Game is over. Nice try, noob paladin. Yes, give me that value. Yes, suffer. Get me excited about Path of Exile 0.30. Clark HELLSCREAM, what's new? I don't know anything about Path of Exile. What? I mean, dude, that's a Darth microtransaction question right there. All right, big minion or big spell. Yeah, big spell. It's not enough. It never ends. OP, OP. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is starting to look like HANDBUFF Hunter. It's got big goth titties. It's that simple, Clark. I thought Diablo had all of that. Isn't like the Diablo mommy like something that was memed on like a whole bunch with the previous year? I think people vastly underestimated how much how unprepared Clark was for the last Opens tournament. He still had a positive win rate with a little bit more preparation on matchups and themes in the meta. He would have wiped the floor. Dude, I have a good tournament score out of all time. But the thing that sucks is that as I have played, my win rate has gotten drastically worse. I had such a good win rate the very first time that I was playing competitively because I treated it like a fucking job, right? And I hate to say it, dude, but streaming this game has absolutely ruined my my discipline, where I'm not focused on the good plays. I don't focus on the good plays anymore. I focus on the fun plays. And if it's not fun, I don't even want to give it the attention. I don't want to give it any attention. And that's my biggest downfall whenever it comes to being competitive with this game. Is that, like right now, man, someone just said Cabaret is good. I didn't even think about Cabaret because I'm just thinking about like what I'm saying and just tempoing minions, right? I'm just making a big board for the sake of making a big board. So it's just like, I could master all this kind of stuff, but unless I win the tournament, unless I win a tournament and get like prize money from it, I don't get value from it. Because for the sake, like just competing isn't everything anymore, you know? Back in the day, I was just happy to be in tournaments, but now if I don't win a tournament, bro, the demons are the voices are coming back. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that as time went on, I took the game less seriously competitive and became a content creator. And now getting back on that competitive horse is more, it burns me out faster. And makes me just not want to be a part of the system, you know? Okay, hold on a minute. This is massive value. Drum me? Maybe I could do a little something. Drum villain? I see the opposite of Guitar Hero. I can Hex Big Boy. I don't get to play the Wish Upon a Star now, but this absolutely needs to happen. Wait. People still play that Paladin deck. I'm at low elo right now. People just play whatever works at this rank. I look like Ozzy Osbourne if his mom was the one doing drugs while she was pregnant with him. You can't type respectfully after that. Just own the burn at that point, brother. If you're trying to hurt my feelings, then congratulations, you fucking did it. Someone on the internet said mean things to me. Clearly my life is over now. It's the reason why Day 9 played competitive StarCraft for years, won WCS, and then never played PvP StarCraft again. He felt the disappointment in peaking, then falling off. Yeah, I mean, it's a classic case of, you know, it's never gonna be better than it is now. Buff. I don't have this to make a copy, but I've got Alakir, I've got Shutterblock, I can Farsight into something. Double Wind Fury. Alright, not gonna lie, man. Oh, wait a minute, I maybe should have gone face. I 100% should have gone face, because then Alakir would have killed him. And this is like the big thing about Murloc Paladin and why I don't want it to necessarily, like, I don't care if it gets nerfed, because half of the time when you lose to a Murloc Paladin, you made a mistake. You probably could have gone face and pressured them, because this deck has no lifesteal. The only way that this deck can get lifesteal is if it high rolls from... Oh my, he didn't even kill the minions! Well, that's one way to win. But yeah, man, that's the thing about Murloc Paladin. This deck doesn't need to be nerfed. It's just annoying. You just gotta hit it in the face. Bonk him more often. Wait a minute. Let him cook? Let him cook? Let him cook? What? Oh, what the what even is this? Dormant for 2 turns and this awakened, reduce the why is this wild card? Ruining everything.
My God.
Terrible card. Where's my beefcakes? I got a wisp. Where are my beefcakes? Bro. What the fuck? Okay, can I get armor? I actually can get armor from this, but I don't have armor. I can't kill them immediately. Does this have armor? No, it doesn't. Fuck, man. Yeah, Clark in high def. That's right, sir. Yeah, that's how it be. God, Maynard is such a fucking great vocalist. Go again? Oh wait, no, this is the wrong card. Fine. Take some card draw. Good thing I have all the dragons that I could ask for. Ooh, woo wee, yay, dragons. Yeah, where the beef, bro? Where's the beef? It's gotta be fresh. Right off the presses, man. Right off the stove. Or I guess in this case, the grill. Probably logged 120, 150 games last 3 days on Shaman. God damn, man. Sounds like me when Nature Shaman was a thing. Well, 9-1 record. Did we go for the 10? I also have a faster Shaman with more minions and no Nebula if you want the list. I'm probably about a 60% win rate over 60 games with it. Yeah, feel free to drop it in the Discord. This is probably going to be my last game today, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't planning on doing, like, that long of a stream. But yet, here I am. Here I go, making content again. That's very nice. Is very nice. Alright. Good healing totem value too, man. I had to learn this song for the gig. And I'm really glad that we have it on our set list, but we didn't get to play it yesterday, so I'm kind of sad about that. But that's right, we got Boogie Wonderland on the set now. We have a couple of Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And now we have a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire songs in our set. Bum, bum. Oh shit, I didn't mean to trade there. I meant to go face, I missed the drag. The third set for Hearthstone is all-time themed and shit, but man, I really don't want to see another extra turn card being made. There's gonna be a skip turn card in Warrior. And Warrior is just gonna kill people with Chemical Spill into play that into Tortola Crazed Alchemist. Why does that sound like a yacht rock set? Because older people love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I literally haven't played Shutter Block yet. I'm gonna go ahead and go for Shutter Block. I can get a bunch of 8/8s. They're bangers, I'm not hating. No, I get what you're saying though, man. Like, older people that have money love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, it's just crazy, man. I think it might have to do with the horns, maybe. Maybe the horn section. I don't know. Earth, Wind, and Fire horn section is just insanely talented. Wait a minute. Let him cook now. Bum 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 ba-na. Earth, Wind, and Fire is very horny. Ha ha ha. Like I haven't heard that joke before. force him another 7/7, I guess. Save this for now. Yeah, dude, I'm mega chilling right now. Cabaret to help me play the Nebula for, what was that, 3 mana? Rainbow deck I saw on Donkey. This is not a rainbow deck. The Cabaret does not make this a rainbow deck. But it's there in spirit, right? For moments like this. Give me Hagatha. Wait. I want it. I want this. I want this. This is what I want. Damn it, I wanted 4 attack. Gonna go again for a 10. Discover spell. There we go. That's what I wanted. Go for a 1. Alright, we just win next turn, right? I just realized Whataburger is the only fast food chain to start with a W. Literally Wendy's, what? Wendy's nuts hit your chin. Oh, he got caught! I didn't get caught! You got caught! Oh, dude, he ain't gonna forget that one. Shu, I'm sorry, but you've been had. You have to. There's no coming back, bro. You've just been banished to the Shadow Realm. Alright, lethal. Find me a hex. I said... Find me a hex! Ah, damn it. Fine. Fine, I'll win this way, man. Whack Donald's? Dude, that sounds like a funny parody of McDonald's. Alright, chat, not gonna lie. This deck is good. I had fun with it. Going 10-1. It's very powerful. Has a lot of different ways of being played. Maybe I'd climb the legend with this deck. What's worse in terms of pain? An intense gym day or a long gig? Definitely an intense gym day. The thing about drumming and about any instrument, okay, I'm not saying this in a bad way. You don't give it your all every single note, you know? Like, there are times where going softer, playing softer, and not like going like every single time, you know? Like, you're not doing freaking full swinging motions. You just need to do a little. And if you're just doing a lot of this, like I could do this all day. Like I could play like these kind of beats as long as it's not too hot outside. If anything, I'm never upset about like the amount of energy that I have to put in. It's about, is it fucking hot out here? Because then it's just gonna drain more out of me. Okay, wait a minute. I see a pretty good play here. Chad, he's a genius. Look at that. I could have just made more 6/6s or more 5/5s, but I like the idea of putting up this this wall of taunts, and then I can push button into this. I have more waves of minions. Try to like play around like a rising waves or something. Like being with a lady, you gotta mix up your rhythm. I mean, hey man, it's just about, rhythm is not as hard as people think it is, because rhythm, at least in terms of learning drums, it is 8 eighth notes on the hi-hat, 2 bass hits on the 1 and 3, and 2 snares on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in. That's it. Just bop, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop. And then, just like math, the more you do it, the more that you layer on top of it, you know? So it's just about mastering that. Check the patch notes, I'm already aware. I went live the moment they went live. That's kind of the annoying part of the card for me. It's a joke of a patch. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be for real with you. All right, I'm gonna be for real with you. There are no changes that they could make right now that would be either healthy for the game. Okay, there are no changes that they could make that would make the game healthier while also making players satisfied. Anything that they would do in order to buff a bad card or a bad strategy would not be worth the effort, especially when we have a mini set on the rise. We do not want another big spell mage type of situation where we just blindly buff cards with the idea of, oh, we'll see what happens. That doesn't work, bro. Also, it's kind of crazy how this deck is honestly just hand buff Shaman. I do not want to buff a quest deck and make it into the next big spell mage where we start going, oh man, why would anyone play Skyla, to, oh my god, why would anyone play Skyla big spell mage? Like, you know what I mean, dude? Like, with the direction the game is going, we really need, we need to know what's gonna happen. The last thing the designers need to do is to throw themselves a curveball by buffing something unnecessarily to make another problem we have here, you know? Like, there's no amount of card changes that would happen without possibly ruining what's gonna happen in the future. We're already past that point. We can't make people happy. We're gonna have to rely on the mini set. That's just how these things go. Can I sub out for Shafar? I don't know why you would put in Shafar here. There's only like, okay, there's this card, there's the Murloc. Maybe if you could hit Alakir, but the thing about Shafar is it makes your tempo more awkward than it already is. Yeah, it definitely is content. I mean, what, you guys really want to sit here and watch me do math all day? Holy hell. Explodinator, wait, hold on, is this a hard run, Explodinator? Hold on. All right, we got the music back. Hold on, what? What is this madness? How dare you try to be fancy in this here card game? Bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Duke 'em and nuke 'em? That's the only thing you do to priests, you nuke them. Make them get the attack in, I guess. Redeem the 5K to keep watching the clip. No, because if I do that, then chat's gonna explode into kick W's and the fucking layer on the layer on the layer is gonna happen. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Y'all ruined it. Y'all can, one person ruins it. It's just like handling children. Contractually obligated. Okay, so if you go into the fine print of the TOS of my blurbs, we are not responsible for the mishaps of other people that happen to join the stream. If one person ruins it for us, we have to stop it for everybody. It's just like a school, man. I mean, if you make a field trip plan and then suddenly you have one kid that ruins it for the rest of it, like, sorry, man, like, I know that y'all were expecting a field trip, but little Timmy fucking ruined it, man. Don't ask what Timmy did, because if we tell you what Timmy did, then y'all would do it too, thinking that it's hilarious. You little copycats. Hagatha would drop bombs? Wait, hold on a minute. How does that work? I actually want to do this for science. Does this mean that okay, would I draw the bomb and then it would just draw into another card? Or would I get a 5/5 that summons a bomb? I don't know how this works, so I guess we could do the funny thing. It would be very embarrassing to lose to an Imbue Priest, though. Fucking Timmy all the time. It's always Timmy, dude.
That's interesting, but I sure don't care.
Mishaps, keep watching it. It explodes, draws you a card, then puts the bomb inside. What? Alright, well, we drew a bomb. The one time I don't want to draw it. Alright, come on, baby. What's in the Hagatha? I mean, that's cool, but I want a bomb. Of course, dude, when I want this game to hurt me, it doesn't hurt me. It just hurts. When I want this game to hurt me physically, it hurts me emotionally. damn it, Hearthstone, I hate you. Game sound is gone again? Oh, no, dude, I want you to call that out if that's happening. I don't know why the game isn't being captured right now. It was being captured earlier. But I will just go ahead and make my turn and then quit and then come back in. So let's just do this then. No, man, All right, let me get the game back in. Priest deck that does infinite 1-mana fireballs with Aviana Tony. He hasn't made it obvious that he's going for it. Right now, he's playing Explodoneer into Resuscitate. So he's shuffling bombs into my deck. I don't think you would also... I don't think you would also meme on top of that. Also, I just have lethal. Well, there you guys go. I did it. I'm a genius. Rain out on me. Well, I like the idea of this. Yeah, after the third Colossus, it's a scam deck. Like a scam deck means that it can fail, and at a certain point, this deck just literally never fails. So it's not even a scam; it just does its thing consistently. Was the Druid location that bad to be the only thing that was getting nerfed? Yes. According to competitive players, absolutely. Well, I mean, it's this easy to break a priest's spirits. Oh, it's Aviana. There was an argument to play the Cabaret instead, and if it would have hit this, it probably would have been better. I'm gonna do this and already guarantee that the Hex gets hit. And sadly, Wish Upon a Star didn't get hit, but I could still coin it out. Would I recommend this deck to get Legend? I'm currently 13-1 with this deck from Diamond 5. I'm damn near just gonna try and hit Legend with this deck, but I'm gonna stop at 3 stars. I'm gonna try and get a win with Rainbow DK, just so that way I can finally make the Rainbow DK video. If you are not a pro, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really had a lot of complicated turns with this deck. The hardest thing about this deck is just knowing thresholds of your opponents, so that way you can try to, like, set up a very sticky board like this, for example. Oh my god, what? Bro. It's a good thing I have lethal here, but... Sire Deez. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to see him in Standard today. Yeah, make that 14-1 now. But Shaman got a little crazy when you had both our combos. But that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a fun deck. Having the infinite freezes, it was degenerate as hell, but it was fun. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this to have the minions on the field. So we have Triple Wish with Alakir already in hand. And he already hates me because I got rid of his sentry. Ooh, mama. So actually, here's the question. Do I wait a turn? Because, like, I don't have the minions, man. No, I gotta just do it. I just gotta do it. But then again, I could do this, get a bunch of minions, and then play 1-mana Shutter Block, and then have the setup. That's actually immediately better, dude. I'm a genius. I'm so fucking smart. I am so unbelievably smart. Look at how big my brain is. And then if it's not enough, I have Alakir as insurance. Like, oh my god, let's go, dude. Wish upon these nuts, because you're about to get fucking dunked. Bro's getting clip farmed right now. Like, this deck doesn't have AoE. I'm actually worried there's not gonna kill a minion. I can just trade my 1/1 away. Like, I'm so... I'm so my god. Yeah, Protoss Priest, the deck that everyone has a problem with, right? Massive. Massive minions. Alright, maybe Hearthstone can be a little fun when you go 15-1. Oh my god, I'm so good! Ah, I'm so good! Let's go, dude. Now I have to do it this way. I can't remember. Oh, that's annoying. I really need that minion dead here. Alright, hold on. Maybe I was actually just supposed to play this into this. But I really want to play the Elise next turn. But honestly, if I'm gonna play the Elise, then I have to let this thing live. Like, ah, shit. I might be risking this a little too hard on Elise. Are you kidding me? You give up after that? What the fuck? How do you give up after that? You had the literal paid actor. What the fuck? No? When do I transfer the money into your account? You weren't supposed to say that on stream. I can't believe it. Now everyone's gonna know. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. Against Hunter, it's important just to have shit on the field. But Clark, a cute girl who I met at the park when I was walking my dog, is calling me. I need to concede this match. I mean, hey man, if that's the case, then go ahead and concede and get her phone number. But we all know that you're gonna miss and you're gonna come right back to ladder. All right, that might have been a little mean. That might have been just a little bit mean. Yeah, 16-1. What is this, black magic? I honestly should be 15-2. That last guy shouldn't have conceded. Kind of made me a little sad. That's an answer. Is that win rate mostly good matchups? Are you the best player at the game? Honestly, I feel like it's just... This deck is very good into Protoss Priest, and I've been seeing a decent amount of that. You just hex their Sentry, and they literally cry. Because they can't even bring it back with Resuscitate. So, there are some very good matchups at this rank, yes. But also, I am the best player in the game, so... Give me a deck that's good, and I will win with it. Oh, see what I mean? I knew it was this one that was gonna get discounted. I just knew it immediately. I have an intuition that makes me so smart. I am the smartest horse. Because you're always gonna bet on this horse to win the game. Bird watching, Sizzling Cinder, and summon through other cards. Cooking up Sizzle Cinder, Shaman. Any experience or tips? I have not messed with the Sizzle deck. The only thing I could recommend is Shutter Blocking Umbra. Still farming, common headliner W. Yeah, Janos, I'm gonna try and... I'm gonna hit 3 stars with this deck. I'm gonna switch to Rainbow DK, hopefully win with Rainbow DK, and then I can finally make my video. Oh, there goes Clark, you know, clickbaiting people again. Of course. Of course. What else would I do? Also, Nebula next turn is gonna be kind of nutty. Do I just go for 1? I'm gonna go with 5 mana just in case I get like 2 1s or something. Having an extra copy of Alec here would also go super nut. Oh my lord, dude, this just isn't fair. I'm not gonna lie, Janos, the Cabaret has actually been the nuts. It's crazy how important this card feels at times. So this is the easiest Nebula in the world. At the same time, though, is it ever just set up for Alakir? No, it's just always Unga Bunga stats, right? If I summon 2/1s, I would still have to wait for Alakir to end the game. Well, actually, wait, at the same time, Alakir just fucking wins next turn.
I remember this place well.
And then if it doesn't kill him, then we just play Nebula. Could I lose if he plays the buff card? Hold on. 20, 23, 25. He would need to have like a 1-mana deal damage card. Give me a taunt. All right, fuck you, we win. Sometimes hero powering is all we need, dude. Doesn't even look like he has the card either, so GG. Fun fact, I cannot play this song. The song's a little above my pay grade. Yo, Freddy! Good to have you here, man. Thank you for joining the stream, but more importantly, thank you for joining the Horde, as we are on our way, just absolutely steaming everyone's ham. This deck is actually insane. All right, well, Rainbow DK. This deck effectively climbed to Legend with only 1 loss. Oh my lord. Now I can pick an Airlock Breach. It's a very underwhelming way to win the game, but... Kinda wish I chose Revive Minion now, just for the corpse count. You gotta say hi to Heeren first. Hello, High Closest Heeren. My name is Clark HELLSCREAM. I would very much appreciate it if you were to enter my hand at the most opportune time, which would be literally right now. So that way I can make a clip on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ClarkHELLSCREAM, where I show everyone that Rainbow DK can possibly hit Legend. No, why did he concede? Bro, this was the freest. I am actually so upset. The amount of paid actors today is ridiculous. I mean, there you go. Technically Legend with this deck. Well, there you go, man. It only took me 18 days, but here I am. Finally Legend. All right, well, I guess I'll play a couple more Shaman games, and then we can switch to the Tavern Brawl. Speaking of the Brawl, I've been running Jade Display Quest Rogue. Mana Cheat Tutor Giant Jades is a great time. If that's the case, if you guys have any interesting Tavern Brawl decks, we will be pivoting to Tavern Brawl decks here in a moment. Join the Discord. If you haven't already, let me put this in the YouTube chat. But yeah, what the fuck? What are you doing? Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. I could just get rid of it with a Hex, but man, would that feel like too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna play the Turb. We can tempo kill this thing, right? Bro, it'd be embarrassing if my second loss was to Cho and Rage Warrior, right? Why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I'm at a loss for words. What the fuck do I even do? If I Hex, I give him a Hex. And I don't even kill the Cho. Bro, this is insane. Bro, I can't lose to this deck. I can't lose to this deck. I can't. Why me? Why now? Rant about Lore Walker, Cho, brother. What is there to rant about? This card isn't good. This card is... What? Why? The absolute disrespect from this lad. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe he just ate the most powerful card on the field. I really am at a loss for words right now, dude. Alright, I don't care how big this thing gets. Why destroy the injured Cho getting buffed? I have no idea, dude. That Cho was playing mind games and he just got rid of it. Like, I feel so much safer now. All I need is like one more big tempo push here and then I'm just fine. I'm chilling. This card is a good, streamer exclaims as he's getting completely wrecked by this card. I'm not getting wrecked by it now. And even if it was still on the field, it would be getting no value. I think that's the reason why he killed it. Like, he's got to have a spell or something, right? Dude, this guy's name is Warmonger, by the way, and he's definitely monging war right now. It's fun mid-game. Yeah, but if you want to just hit the concede button, you shouldn't make your card the concede button. Oh my god, this poor kid. Look at how good Cho would be right now if it was on the field. And now we just win the game. Oh my god, it's not fair, dude.
A dream come true.
He chose to throw Captain America on the Soulstone altar. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Oh, right, from this. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, sorry, chat. I'm like so close to losing my mind right now. Gotta take some good value trades. Yeah, dude, Cho was literally his win condition. Also, what is with this deck and not playing a spell? He was the leader of the team. I mean, honestly, dude, like, the team's falling apart now. This really is just like a minion warrior. Why sack Cho if no spells? Tempo? I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are, okay? Maybe even more. Okay, Alakir, 14. So all I have to do is just hex this. Don't really have anything else that's that good right now. There we go, that's pretty good. I'm allowed to take the Hunter Ace line right now. Where it's just like, I'm super safe as long as I don't give my opponent anything to work with. Like, I'm gonna have this board next turn. I don't need to go face. If he wants to surprise with a random fucking brawl, now's the time. If he's got the deal 5, then that could impact my board, but it doesn't look like he's got it.
Find me in the train.
I cannot believe that deck made me sweat, dude. 18-1 with this deck, 95% win rate. I gotta get that deck code. I gotta know what bro was cooking. Maybe we can optimize it or something.